We're officially halfway through the Premier League season, so let's refresh Man United's FC24 ratings. Just a disclaimer, these are all my opinion, you might disagree with them, so if you do, just put it in the comments. So first of all, at Goalkeepers, we have Bayındır, who came from the Turkish League, 76 rated, and if I'm honest, I don't think he's played a game for Man United yet. He might have played one or two, but I've just not seen him in the team. So yeah, I've kept him at the same rating. He might be better than that, but we've just not seen anything. However, a goalkeeper we have seen a lot about is Onana, an 85 rated after his transfer from Inter Milan, and if we're all being honest, he is not as good as everyone expected. In the UCL, he stunk up the gaff, so yeah, I've downgraded him to an 83. Moving on to defenders, and we have Johnny Evans at 75 rated. He's played one or two games for Man United this season, but let's be honest, he's not good enough. I think 75 rated is fair for him, so I've not made him a silver, but he's definitely not getting an upgrade, so we've kept him the same. Malacia is next, and he's a 78 rated this year. He had an okay season when he moved to Man United last year, but I'm pretty sure this season he's been injured pretty much most of the time, so yeah, he doesn't warrant an upgrade or a downgrade. 78 is the rating for him. Then you have got Harry Maguire at a 79 rated, a -2 from last year at an 81. And I was going to upgrade him because he's probably been Man United's best player this season. But I think 79 rated is fair. Just in terms of longevity, I don't think he's better than that. So I've also kept him the same. However, a player I have downgraded is Wan-Bissaka, an 80 rated this year. He's been in an 80 rated for a couple of seasons now. A lot of United fans will agree with me. He's been awful this year, and yeah, he's just not reached his potential everyone thought he would. So I've downgraded him finally to a 79 rated. It's only a -1, so I think that's fair. Lindelof is next, and at an 80 rated this year. I've always thought Lindelof is a pretty decent centre-back for rotation squads. He's not good enough to get in Man United's first team, however, I do think he's always good to rely on. But I think Man United fans have had enough of him, and he's not good anymore. So I've downgraded him to a 78 because 1, lack of game time, 2, he's just not good enough to be 80 rated. So I think a downgrade is fair enough. Then you've got Diogo Dalot at an 80 rated. I've kept him at an 80 rated just because I don't think he's done anything too bad to get downgraded. I think he's had an okay season, but not enough to be upgraded. And yeah, to be fair, a lot of this for the United team is going to be downgrades or stand the same just because they've not been good enough for an upgrade. Apparently my lookalike Luke Shaw is next. I really don't see it. A lot of people have called me Luke Shaw. I do not see it. He is an 83 rated this year, and I thought that was a little harsh on EA considering the season he had. I thought he'd be at least 84, 85. However, maybe 83 was the right rating for him. I've kept him at that. I was going to downgrade him to 82, but I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he has been injured, and when he has played, he's not been great, but he's not been awful. So yeah, stand at an 83. Martinez is next at an 84 rated, one of Man United's best centre-backs last year, and let's be honest, he's just been plagued with injuries for a season now. So yeah, he is coming back, I think, very soon, and he will probably improve that Man United defence. However, he's not done anything to get upgraded. I didn't downgrade him because he is injured, so yeah, 84. And then the final Man United defender, and that is Raphael Varane, who for some reason has completely fell out with Ten Hag. I don't think he's ever been to the standard he was at Real Madrid at Man United. So he's been, well, you can tell by his ratings, they've been decreasing over the years. 85 rated this year because of the lack of game time, and to be fair, when he has performed, he's been a bit stinky. I've downgraded him to an 83 rated. He is getting on a bit, and it looks like he will be leaving Man United in the summer. So yeah, I think 83 now is a fair enough rating. Moving on to the midfielders, and McTominay is the first one, and let's be honest, he is a very weird one because he's been scoring goals and having one of the best seasons of his life. However, defensively, he has been very shocking, not in position and conceding a lot of goals. I have upgraded him from a 79 to an 80 only because he had that period where he was pretty good going forward, and I don't think his bad performances outweigh his good performances. So yeah, I've upgraded him by 1. A summer signing in MrBDK, well, I think he might be able to go back to Fiorentina because they've not actually bought him yet. But he was an 80 rated after a very, very good World Cup with Morocco. And I think even Liverpool are interested, but he ended up going Man United. And let's be honest, he looks championship level. He is not good enough for this league at all. He looks lost on the pitch every time. So it's fair enough. I've downgraded him to a 77 rated. Mason Mount is next at an 81, and I can't lie, I was a bit surprised he got the downgrade at the start of the game anyway. I thought maybe it'd stay the same at 83 or 82. 81 I think is a little bit harsh, but he's been injured, and when he has played for United, I think he's been okay, but he's not been anything amazing, so 81 is fair. Next up, Christian Eriksen at an 83, and yeah, he's still an okay player. I don't think he's had an awful season. He's not had a good season. He's just been very average. I've downgraded him by 1 because he's getting on now. I think United fans are starting to lose their kind of temper in him. He's probably going to leave soon. He's just not the player he used to be. Maybe a season or 2 he was, but yeah, a few seasons on, he's going downhill. The penultimate midfielder, and that is Bruno Fernandes at an 88 rated. I mean, I don't think he's been bad this season. He's not took games by the scruff of the neck like he has in previous seasons, but I don't think he's not been good. He's not been bad. So I've kept him 88 rated. I mean, if it weren't for him the past few seasons, United would be in the mud. Then finally you've got Casemiro, and when he signed for United, he brought his Real Madrid standard. He was phenomenal, one of the best DMs in the league. However, something just went wrong. I don't know if he got found out or refs started getting on to him more about fouls, but yeah, he started getting a bit shaky at the end of last season. He's been injured this season, but when he has played, he's not been great. So I have downgraded him to an 88 rated because I think 89 after the start of last season, fair enough. But where we are now, 89 is far too high. Moving on to the attackers, we've got Garnacho at a 75 rated. I was very surprised he was this low at the start of the game. However, again, probably with Maguire and McTominay, he is the third best player in the United squad this season. Scored an unreal bicycle kick, but yeah, I've upgraded him to a 78 rated. I think that's the perfect spot for him. He's still a youngster. He's still pretty good, but obviously he's not like one of the world-class players. So 78, an upgrade of 3, yeah. Another summer signing in Højlund. He was a 76 rated this year. Again, I thought that was a little low considering he got that move to Man United. And I guess he wasn't the best for Atalanta last year. He was okay, but in a United top, he's been on and off. UCL, he's been pretty good. Premier League, he only scored his first goal 2 weeks ago. So you're going, right, I've upgraded him by 2 only because I think he was a little underrated. I don't think he's a bad player at all. He needs more, I think. 78, I think, is kind of the perfect rating for him. He's not better than that at the moment. He's got the qualities. He's just not showing that at the moment. But I think 76 is too low. Anthony Martial is next, and how has this guy stayed at an 80 rated for so long? He's been plagued with injuries, fair enough, I get that. But if you're doing this season on season and not playing, and when you do play, don't really perform, then how would you stay an 80 rated? I've downgraded him to a 78 because his time has come. He shouldn't be that high anymore. But I also think he's leaving United in the summer, so yeah, I think it does go downhill from here. Then the next player is Antony. I mean, I don't think I really need to say anything. An 81 this year, he was an 82. It's just gotten worse for him. Every single game, he just looks lost. So how is he 81 rated? 78 rating is what I gave him. A -3. I can't lie, I think a lot of people would say he could be like a 76 because he's just not that good. Then the penultimate player, we've got Sancho at an 82 rated this year, completely fell out with Ten Hag. I mean, is that his fault? Probably partially. He's not done anything in a United top really since he's joined, so it's sad to see, but I've downgraded him to an 80 rated. Maybe it's a little harsh. The quality is there. He's just not showed it for a long time, and it looks like he might also be going Dortmund on a 6-month loan, but an 80 rated I think's got to be fair. And then finally, Marcus Rashford. I was very confused about this one. An 85 rated this year. I mean, he was an 81 last year. And I think after last season, 85 was fair enough. If he performed very well this season, then maybe he'll go to an 86 or an 87. But he's not performed this year. I was going to keep him the same, and in hindsight, I probably should have. But I've downgraded him to an 84 rated. Just because, compared to last season, he's just been nowhere near that standard. So yeah, a lot of you will probably disagree on me with that one, and he should just be 85 rated. However, he's just not been that good, so an 84 it is. But that is Man United's rating refresh in FC24. If there's any other clubs you want me to do, let me know in the comments. If you disagree with any of them, let me know. But that's been it. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and peace.